President Cyril Ramaphosa has called on ordinary South Africans to participate in the consultation process around the national implementation on a framework towards reconfiguring the public service currently underway. In his weekly letter, Ramaphosa said the framework, which was approved by Cabinet last year, aims to build a state that is insulated from undue political interference and where appointments are made on merit. Ramaphosa says public servants must be able to continue doing their jobs regardless of any changes within the governing party in charge of the administration or changes to political parties after elections. This comes as government and public service unions are at odds regarding the reduction of the public service wage bill and salary increment demands. The draft framework is available on the National School of Government's website. For more on this, we are joined by political analyst Dr Ntsikelelo Breakfast. Good afternoon to you, sir, and welcome. Firstly, your reaction to what's the line that is being drawn regarding political parties, the integrity of the public service, as well as maintaining integrity therein.
Well, I think one of the problems that we have in this country is that there are people who think that administration is something that can be done by anyone, forgetting that administration is a profession. That's why, for instance, there is a degree called public administration, and there is also a diploma called public management. But I think the challenge is that there are people who are using the state to dish out favors to their henchmen in exchange for support in order for them to hold on to power a bit longer. We refer to that in political science as a neo-patrimonialism. At the same time, I think there is nothing wrong, though, to deploy people in top management who are aligned to the party that is at the helm of power, so long as those people do tick all the boxes in terms of the requirements for the positions that they hold. For instance, you can't, for instance, put a person who is a member of the ANC in a municipality that is run by the DA. Why? Because if, for instance, you're going to put a person who's an ANC member, but the municipality is ran by the DA as, let's say, a municipal manager, that will be wrong, because the municipal manager is the champion of service delivery and will have to be someone who understands the policies of that particular political party. But at the middle management level, you don't have to have a card carrying a membership of a certain political organization, so long as you can get the job done.
When it comes to political deployment and political appointments, some would argue that the political deployees want to have positions where they can surround themselves with people they can trust, and therefore party allegiance, as well as people they know personally, would be better suited to serve around them. Let's say, for example, an MEC is appointed to a certain portfolio, and he would want to have a communications director to be a political appointment of his own choice. And when he moves to another department, he wants to move with his people, rendering the people that would be incumbent in another portfolio as obsolete. What do you say about that?
There is a symbiotic relationship between administration and politics. There is a nexus between the two. But at the same time, we must remember that bureaucrats or public officials are appointed. They are employed. They are not deployed. It's not a fat and set. You go through the process of interviews and so on. So in that regard, I think the key thing especially at middle management level, the key thing is that you must tick the boxes. There can be an exception that is made at top management level for people who have a political background, who understand the policies of the party that is in power, but not at the operational level, not at middle management level.
Oh, Dr. Breakfast, there's so much to talk about, especially with the wage freeze. Something very interesting on whether or not how this will work out for the unions, because they will have none of it. But we've run out of time, and we actually have come to the end of our program, but to be continued.
Not a problem, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. Dr. Ntsikelelo Breakfast is political analyst.